Like others in the field, the Shepherds claim to have taped hundreds of spirit voices. Here are only 2 of them, still undocumented, recorded at a cemetery not unlike this one. The best evidence for the existence of spirits is that presented by residents of haunted houses, like Mrs. Linda Clark.
I've never believed in ghosts or anything like that. In fact, I'm not sure that I do now. Except, I've no way to explain what happened that evening. My husband was working late, and my son Billy and I were in the living room playing Monopoly. $200, please, for pass and go.
You've got all the money.
That's the way it should be.
What was that?
Fred, come over here.
Aren't you going to look?
It's gone. It's probably outside.
Fred!
You move, honey.
Mom, don't see me out there. What is it?
Nothing, honey.
Well, I still hear it. Mommy? What is it, Mom?
Many reasons for a ghost to return, sometimes not to haunt, but simply to communicate with loved ones still of this world. Others return to try to break free from a violent and emotional bond that keeps their spirits tied to a certain place. I'm at the United States Coast Guard Lighthouse at Point Vicente, California, south of Los Angeles. Several times in the last few years, members of the Coast Guard, young men with stable psychological profiles, have reported seeing the ghost of a young woman here. They've seen her above where the great light turns and below in the rocks near the crashing surf. There are many stories as to whom this spirit is and how and why she dwells here at Land's End. With me now is Peter Hurkos, the famous Dutch psychic who lives nearby in Los Angeles.
Peter, why did you pick this particular day to come here?
Why? I like to tune in up at this really ghosts.
Up there?
Yeah. Up there.
Psychics are often used to determine if a dwelling is haunted. They attempt to contact the spirit itself or read the auras lingering in the walls and floors. In this instance, Peter Hurkos is being asked to tell us if there is any truth, in his opinion, to the story about the ghost.
Raymond, what I feel, it's not a hoax. But it is a different story as anybody expects. I picked up vibrations from around. I tell you what the story is. It was happening exactly about 2:30 in the middle of the night.
The ghost Peter tells us is that of a young girl who killed herself after watching her boyfriend die in an accident.
She must be very much in love with him that time. And she blamed herself that she thought she killed him, and he didn't kill him, but he fell off. He was drunk and fell off the cliff. Or she must have done something in herself. I don't know what she did, suicide, but she didn't die a normal death. She had dark hair, looks like an Indian type, but she's not Indian. It's more an Italian type, olive face.
The girl's spirit, according to Mr. Hurkos, returns each night at the time of her boyfriend's death. And according to the accounts given by various Coast Guardsmen, such a spirit does walk here. She walks, they say, at the ghostly hour of 3 a.m. Ghosts have never been photographed on motion picture film. But there are these several startling still photographs. They are vague and mysterious, but they still represent the only manifestation of a life energy we are still learning about. Spirits have been photographed in the great houses of Germany and at this church in England.